Hello, this is Bill Scheid from the Systems Lab with some thoughts about trading mindset when it comes to trend following systems. So trend following systems typically have a lower win rate and a higher win to loss ratio, which means that we have to be prepared for the psychological dynamics that come along with having a lower win rate, which also translates into a larger maximum consecutive losing streaks. So in trading a trend following system, we have to ask ourselves the question, are we okay with the win rate, or do we need to be right more often? And that's a really important question because in many cultures around the world, being right is valued. And in trading tends to attract professionals from the fields of architecture, from law, from engineering, from medicine. And in those professions, you get paid to be right. Trading is a little bit different. You don't necessarily get paid to be right when you're trading a trend following system. You get paid to achieve the long-term expectancy over time, which means handling a lower win rate and sticking around so you can catch the big winners that pay for all the small losses along the way. So in trading a trend following system, we have to ask ourselves, are we okay with the win rate? And here we have three flavors of the PRX crypto system: the ETF swing system, the altcoin swing system, and the intraday ETH USD 3050 system. And you can see the win rates, 50%, 43%, and 37%. So to be able to trade these systems, we would have to know ahead of time, okay, that's the win rate that I'm looking at. Am I psychologically prepared for that? And then the second question we have to ask ourselves is, are we okay with the maximum consecutive losses that come along with those win rates? And in the table here, we have the Monte Carlo results at 95% confidence, 1,000 runs of the trades that we have in our data samples, and the maximum consecutive losses for each of those systems. So we can see that with the PRX ETF swing system, with the 50% win rate, we could expect a maximum consecutive loss streak of 7 trades at 95% confidence. With the altcoin swing system, with the win rate of 43%, then the maximum consecutive losers jumps to 12. And with the intraday system, the win rate is 37%, but the maximum losers jump to 19. So we'd have to be prepared for that. I don't know in the country where you live, but here in the States, when you go to an amusement park and you ride a roller coaster, they always have the warning signs that say, don't get off until the ride has come to a complete stop. So it's important to understand what the maximum consecutive loss streak is so you don't get freaked out in the middle of one of those streaks and stop trading the system. The reason is we want to stick around to achieve the long-term expectancy and be able to survive the worst case in the short term. And a lot of that has to do with our position sizing. So if we're being gunslingers and we're risking a lot on each trade and we hit one of these losing streaks, that's going to blow up our account. So we have to be psychologically prepared. We also have to be prepared, practically speaking, in terms of our position sizing. Now, what's really interesting is if you looked at this table, and let's just take the PRX ETH USD 3050 system as an example, if you looked at that win rate and you looked at the maximum consecutive losers without looking at any of the numbers, the other system stats on this particular flavor, you might say, gosh, why would anyone ever trade that system? But when you look at the win to loss ratio, when you look at the expectancy, when you look at the expectunity, when you look at the SQN, over time, the performance on this system is absolutely amazing. And it actually made money in 2022 trading long while the rest of crypto was in the tank. So we have to think statistically from a big picture perspective, but keep in mind that this is some of the trading mindset that's required if we're going to trade a trend following system. So happy trading, and thanks for watching.